This next armbar escape is for when your opponent ends up with one shin across your ribs and the other leg over your head. We've had a couple of different submission setups that ended this way, and we're going to work on escape from here. So we've ended up in our opponent's armbar position with this shin underneath our ribs and this other leg over our head. And we're here. First thing we have to do is we really have to rotate our hips away from our opponent. We're going to do a back somersault over our opponent's head. We're going to use the momentum. When he tries to rip this arm out, we're going to use that and get him to help us lift us over. And we're going to go over into an armbar of our own. So we're here. Our opponent rips our arm back. We go up and land in an armbar of our own. It's kind of hard to see, but we're going to show it from multiple angles. We're here. We cheat our hips away. As soon as our opponent rips his arm back, we come up into our own armbar. So we've ended up here. Our opponent has this shin across, this leg over our head. Step one, walk my hips away. I got to do that because I got to do a back somersault. It's really hard to get up and over this leg if I'm real close to it. So I got to get away from it. Now, as our opponent pulls our arm out, we back somersault. Notice how when we landed, I just landed with my shin across. This leg is in perfect position. This arm is in perfect position. I just sit straight back into my own armbar. You can make this a drill where you work it with your opponent, and I go for that armbar escape. As soon as I land in it, he goes for the armbar escape. And if you do it correctly, you should be able to move almost in a perfect square. I'm here. First thing I do, walk my hips away. Second, when he leans back and tries to rip this arm out, I do a back somersault up onto his head. Landing in this position. When I do this, I'm in perfect position to lay out into my own armbar. That's your armbar escape for when your opponent has a shin across your ribs and one leg over your head.